Today, soybeans were steady. They're awaiting the trade talk improvements, and if we're going to get anything at all out of the White House. It's just interesting and so difficult, especially because the government shutdown now is a front and center, and that's why we see these stock markets, on the downside too. There could be some spillover of that selling sentiment in all the grains. But export sales for soybeans were 4 times that needed to hit that USDA forecast, which really should have been good news and give the market a little bit of a boost. But all the other extracurricular issues going on with the government, I think, is definitely moving traders to the sidelines, and then it leaves the market, drifting lower. Corn was steady today. Now those export sales hit record highs. Now with the corn, those sales doubled the requirement, not quadrupled the way that soybeans did, but yet the market is still holding pretty steady. It isn't really rallying anywhere, and corn is kind of consolidating. Once the pullback came to fill in that little gap that we had after the USDA report about a week and a half ago, now the market is consolidating again here. We could get a little bit more volatility. Today was a short day, and it's difficult because it's right before the holiday. But I would venture to say that these next 3 days before the end of the year are going to be very interesting and could be a lot more volatile. Now wheat was flat today, even a little bit lower. Russia was raising their export forecast, and that really put some pressures on the market. But the wheat kind of bounced around, and it's really sold off. And they put that prices at the lowest levels for some certain areas in the world, and that makes us a little bit more competitive. But it looks like the futures really want to get back to that $5 benchmark number. It's still a little bit of ways there, but when we got down to 511.5 on that March contract, that's quite a ways from the 538 that we just saw just a few days ago. But we have to see exactly what's happening out of the White House if we're going to get some movement on those trade talks. And there also was some confusion about those, about the talks between the Russia Ag Ministry and the exporters there in Europe. And so that kind of confusion, I think, allowed some of the traders to come in and start selling some of their wheat, and that put a little bit more pressure on that market as well. So a lot to be had right after the holiday, so we'll see what happens then. And happy holidays to all.